I'm going to share what went down last Thursday evening, and sure, I realize the headline might come off a bit dramatic. Strap in, though, as this spirals deeper before it starts improving. My name's Michael, 31 years old, wed to Skylar for half a decade. We crossed paths in university when I was juggling a pair of gigs to cover my schooling costs, while she was part of a sorority bankrolled by her folks' wealth. Her father runs a business in commercial property development. Her mother occupies herself with the typical pursuits of affluent ladies who aren't truly employed. I hail from a household where my father hauled freight for a living, and my mother did domestic cleaning. Skylar found me genuine and a refreshing break from the silver spoon lads of her past. I figured she'd overlooked the wealth gap between us. I was mistaken. 3 years back, we acquired a residence. Technically, I purchased it, fronting the full initial payment and securing the loan solely under my details since her credit history was in shambles. Yet the property title lists both of us. Keep that fact in mind. Now to grasp Skylar's circle of acquaintances. Her pals Cora, Genesis, and Piper are all hitched to men with inherited fortunes or high-level corporate roles. They indulge in midday meals, vineyard samplings, and fundraising balls where outfits cost more than average folks' monthly housing. Skylar's devoted the last 5 years scrambling to match their pace, all while tied to me, the fellow who views a decent meal out as anything below $40. Roughly 2 years prior, certain patterns emerged. The manner in which she'd pivot topics whenever her crew quizzed her on getaway ideas. How she began dropping mentions of this fellow Marcus employed at her father's firm. Marcus pilots an electric sports car. Marcus recently snagged a high-rise unit in the city center. Marcus is jetting off to Europe for leisure. I'm no fool. I sensed tension mounting, so I began observing more intently. Accessed our combined phone logs via our linked profile. Scrutinized billing summaries each month. Maintained meticulous logs of our monetary dealings. Duplicated all materials. Each financial summary. Each title document. Every record imaginable. Truth be told, I wasn't crushed. I was furious. She assumed I was too oblivious to detect it, and at that juncture I resolved that should this mess erupt, I'd be prepared. Not caught off guard, prepared. Last Thursday, she instructed me to link up with her at an upscale Italian eatery in the urban core at 7 p.m. Claimed her group desired a collective meal. Informal vibe. I should arrive post-shift. I wrapped up ahead of schedule. Reached the spot at 6:45. Entered and informed the greeter I was joining the Skylar gathering. He gestured toward the rear secluded area shielded by a divider. I proceeded to the back and caught the audio. The barrier offered no acoustic barrier, merely aesthetic. Skylar's tone rang out, vibrant and theatrical. She was likely on her feet, perhaps raising a glass, to my pity project spouse. Retaining him feels like volunteer outreach truly. My act of kindness towards society. The entire group burst into chuckles. I remained rooted just beyond, perhaps a dozen feet distant, utterly motionless. Cora's timbre followed. Honey, you merit an award for enduring that failure. For real, 5 years, you're practically divine. Additional guffaws. Skylar was tittering. Oh heavens, cease. But seriously, he surprised me with, I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.